Gold, it's Jonesy and Amanda driving you home.
Here's a lovely story that I read yesterday. Amidst all the misery and the grief of the Bondi massacre in December has come a really lovely, lovely story. There are two first responders. Their names are James or Jimmy and Alexandra, or Lexia she's known. And they both live in Bondi. They'd done their bronze medallion kind of first aid thing together, but never really knew each other. But they were both there on the night because they were going to a Christmas party of some mutual friends. They were there when these terrible events unfolded. And they both thought, well, what training can we bring to this? How can we help? They leapt in. And they were both working to save a man who was shot in the leg. And they've fallen in love.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
This lovely couple who lived a couple of streets from each other in Bondi, as I said, they didn't really know each other, just vague acquaintances. And as they say, it feels like a miracle even to them. They were thrown together on the events of that terrible night. And what is lovely is that they saw the best in each other in the worst of circumstances. As he has said, it says in this article, they'd seen the good in each other. They'd witnessed how they'd handled pressure and the care they took with the injured. And so they got a man into an ambulance and he was being driven to hospital. And they were driving along behind to make sure all was well. I think they had someone in their car as well. And he said that Lexi phoned her mum to chat with her in the car. And he remembers thinking, she's so strong and it's inherent in her and in her family. And I love this. So they saw vulnerability in each other. And because of that, they wanted to take it slow because they thought we've both been in these scary circumstances. But they just could not stop talking to each other, holding on to each other. And they fell in love and they're getting married. And I love this part of the story. Rabbi Levi Wolf was so delighted to hear the story. He's made a spur-of-the-moment offer. He could marry them in the synagogue, the first non-Jewish couple to have that honour, and that might be what they'll do.
You know, I was at the traffic lights the other day and there was just this little sticker that just said, love always wins. You know, that's what it is.
That's what it is. And that's what you
in
need
these
to hold.
troubled times.
That's what you need to hold on to. So that's a beautiful story.
Great story.
Good luck to them both.
Maybe a good portent for Instagram.
Well, yes, it hasn't gone off for a while.
Yeah, it'd be good if you won. Love always wins. You could win. 13 55 22. Why don't you give us a call on Gold?